Hey guys, so we have some urgent information coming out. Do me a favor and share the video. Once again, thank you so much for your support. Millions of Americans urged to avoid driving. All right, so we're going to see what's going on here. We have more information coming out. Millions of Americans told to monitor shortness of breath, unusual fatigue. All right, so we're going to see what's going on in this one too. We have more information. Dangerous flash flooding, severe storm threaten plains to Midwest this weekend. You guys already know these flash flooding has been going on ever since Texas got hit, the Guadalupe River. So once again, prepare yourself spiritually, physically, and mentally. We're going to go with the next one here. Whoops, I got two of them, same one. Let me just close this one here. All right, next news. Australia joins the UK, Germany, Italy, and New Zealand in condemning the Holy Land Plan, the Gaza City takeover. Wow. All right. So we are getting closer and closer to that blood moon, and also the Galilee is seeing the blood water. The Sea of Galilee, excuse me, is turning blood red. Also, we got this news here. Putin holds calls with key allies. The leader of the Red Dragon, the leader of Belarus, ahead of Trump summit. Now, both the Red Dragon and Belarusian leader are among Russian leader closest international allies. I like how they keep calling Alexander dictator, knowing that we had one for the past 4 years. But again, this is where we are right now, guys. There's a lot more information coming out. It says here over 1 million of the people that came from the southern border have left U.S. unowned since January. Wow. Over 1 million those people just left on their own. So we're going to see what's going on here, guys. I just got home, very tired. Second job, it's just, it's a lot of work. Anyway, guys, before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters, a prayer request, you can send it to me, Luis Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 U.S. Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. And for those of you that want to help and support the channel, we do have the Cash App link and the PayPal link in the comments box and also description box. Thank you again for your support. All right, we're going to go with this one here. Millions of Americans have been urged to avoid driving amid concerns over high air pollution levels. There we go. Basically, this is the tip of it, leading us towards electric and Tesla and all that type of stuff. Air quality alerts were issued across parts of Illinois, Colorado, Wyoming, and Arizona on Thursday, according to the National Weather Service. Wow. The warnings mean ground level ozone and particulate concentrations are forecast to reach dangerous levels in some areas. The pollution comes from drifting wildfire smoke. So it says here the National Weather Service warned that both sensitive groups, such as young ones, seniors, and individuals with pre-existing respiratory, again asthma, or heart conditions, and the general public might experience health alert linked to poor air quality in the affected regions. Look at this here. Wow. Ain't nobody wearing N95 mask. Everybody's at the beach having a good time, but ain't nobody wearing mask. I mean, again, I've been posting videos about this for the past couple of weeks because that wildfire from Canada, that smoke is blowing multiple states. And it's happening most in the Midwest and the northeastern part. And experts are saying there's particles, there's all that stuff in the air. And that's very important that people start wearing at least N95 mask. So, increasing likelihood of respiratory symptoms in sensitive individuals, aggravation of heart or lung, and premature mortality in people with cardiopulmonary and older adults, the National Weather Service said in its alert. Now, people with heart or lung issue, older adults, and young ones should reduce prolonged or heavy exhaustion. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, that doesn't look good. So, what to know? In Colorado, an action day for multiple pollutants has been issued for Thursday until 4 p.m. MT for the Front Range Urban Corridor covering cities including Denver and Boulder. Now, hot weather and incoming wildfire smoke will allow particulate matter and ozone to reach the unhealthy level for sensitive groups category on Wednesday and Thursday, the National Weather Service said. If possible, please help us reduce ozone pollution by limiting driving gas and diesel powered vehicles until at least 4 p.m. In Arizona, an ozone high pollution advisory has been issued for the Phoenix metro area. The Arizona Department of Environmental Quality said in the National Weather Service alert notice, you are urged to carpool, telecommute, or use mass transit. Now, the use of gasoline-powered equipment should be reduced or done late in the day. In Illinois, an air pollution action day has been issued for the greater Chicago metropolitan area until midnight. This means that ozone and particulate levels are expected to be at or above the level that possess health risk to sensitive groups, active young ones, and adults, especially people with pulmonary or respiratory, such as asthma, should limit prolonged outdoor activity, the National Weather Service said. In Wyoming, an air quality alert for wildfire smoke has been issued for portion of southeast, including the cities of Laramie and Cheyenne, until noon. And not only that, guys, there's some smoke going on in Los Angeles now. The air in the Sleeping Giants is impacted. So what people are saying. So the ADEQ said in the National Weather Service alert noticed ozone is an air contaminant which can cause breathing difficulties for young ones, older adults, as well as persons with respiratory problems. A decrease in physical activity is recommended. The Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment said if smoke is thick or becomes thick in your neighborhood, you may want to remain indoors. This is especially true for those with heart issue, respiratory illnesses, the very young and older adults. This is getting worse every year. It just gets worse and worse. So please listen to officials and make sure you stay inside. Close the windows. Consider limiting outdoor activity when moderate to heavy smoke is present. Consider relocating temporarily if smoke is present indoors and is making you ill. If visibility is less than 5 miles and smoke in your neighborhood, smoke has reached levels that are unhealthy. Jonathan Grigg, a professor of pediatric, respiratory, and environmental medicine at Queen Mary University of London, previously told the news that there are very clear links between inhaling particles and earlier passing from both respiratory and cardiovascular. I'm gonna skip that name there. So experts are saying this is not good to breathe in. And this is why, again, when I saw that picture, I'm like, how come people's not wearing the N95? He added, there are vulnerable groups, and classically, they are young ones because they got an extra issue to do with their lungs developing, whereas our lungs are not developing as adults. So what happens next? The air quality alerts are currently set to remain in force until Thursday afternoon and evening. But it's still going on right now, guys. This Canadian wildfire is still going on. We don't know how long this thing is going to last. Regular updates regarding air pollution levels are issued on National Weather Service website. All right, so we're going to go with the next one. But this air quality stuff is happening. Let's go with this next one. Millions of Americans across multiple states have been advised to monitor themselves for shortness of breath and unusual fatigue amid concerns over high air pollution levels. Ongoing air quality alerts were issued on Wednesday across large parts of Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Illinois, Pennsylvania, Delaware, New York, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, Texas, and California. You guys know Los Angeles, you got that wildfire going on. I think it made it close to Los Angeles, if I'm not mistaken. That was the Canyon, the Ventura County. All right, I think there was an evacuation yesterday, and today there's some evacuation going on. The warnings mean ground level ozone and particulate concentration are forecast to reach dangerous levels. So they're basically telling Americans, don't drive your vehicle. If you are in an area where there's wildfire, don't drive your vehicle because it's making the air a lot worse. So what do? Easy. They want you to get Tesla. Even though that's an arm and a leg, they want you to get Tesla. All right, so National Weather Service warned that both sensitive groups, such as young ones, seniors, and individuals with pre-existing respiratory or other conditions, and the general public might experience some issue linked to poor air quality in the affected regions. And look at this other picture here. Wow. In some areas, the pollution comes from drifting smoke from wildfire. And now we have to worry about the wildfire in Canada. The National Weather Service said in its alert notice, people who may be especially sensitive to the effects of elevated levels of pollutants include the very young and those with pre-existing respiratory problems such as asthma or heart, So if you have heart issues, symptoms such as, I'm going to skip that name, shortness of breath or unusual fatigue may indicate a serious problem. If you have any of these, contact your doc. Now I'm skipping certain words here because the platform is really strict. For some reason, I get hit when it comes to talking about this type of stuff. It added, people with asthma should follow their asthma actions, plans, and keep quick relief medicine handy. In the Apple, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Massachusetts, air quality warning advisory for fine particulates are in place until late Wednesday evening across large parts of the state. Code orange air quality alerts have been issued across the large swath of Delaware and western Pennsylvania. A code orange means that air pollution concentration may become unhealthy for sensitive groups. In Illinois, an air pollution action day has been issued for greater Chicago metropolitan area, which means that ozone and particulate levels are expected to pose risk for sensitive groups. Man. It says here, air quality advisory and alerts for fine particulates have also been issued for northern Michigan, northern and eastern Wisconsin, and far northeast Minnesota. Meanwhile, in Colorado, an air quality health advisory for wildfire smoke is in effect until 9 a.m. MT time on Wednesday. The Texas Commission on Environmental Quality has issued an ozone action day for the Dallas-Fort Worth areas for Wednesday. In California, an air quality alert for harmful particle pollution from wildfire smoke is in effect for the San Bernardino Mountains, Angeles National Forest, San Jacinto Mountains, Coachella Valley, the Santa Rosa Reservation, and parts of the Inland Empire. So California South Coast Air Quality Management District said in the National Weather Service alert, particles in the wildfire smoke can get deep into the lungs and cause serious issues such as heart issues, strokes, asthma, strike, and difficulty breathing. Everyone can be impacted, but people with lung issues or heart, older adults, people who are okay, it says here people who are people, women who are pregnant, young ones, and those who spend a lot of time outdoors are at greater risk. Let me highlight this really quick. My. I'm seeing little by little they're really removing, in the beginning God created heaven and earth. He created men and then he created women. And for some reason the world, they don't want to use that. They don't want to use it. To all the ladies out there, man, God bless to all the ladies that, give birth. I mean, it's just an amazing gift. And God bless us man with, queens. And, God also gave us animals. We should be thankful and give thanks to the Lord. But for some reason, this world is just upside down. They don't want to use that name. It goes to tell you that, the only one that want to see everything destroyed is the devil, Satan. Satan is the one that conquered, defeat, destroy, kills, divide, deceived. And again, that's what we are seeing, the devil's system. The devil want to see divorce and everything. It just is crazy. Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes, and Energy said in the alert, monitor for symptoms such as wheezing, coughing, chest tightness, dizziness, or burning in nose, throat, and eyes. Reduce or eliminate activity that contribute to air pollution, such as outdoor burning and use of residential wood burning devices. It added, keep windows closed overnight to prevent smoke from getting indoors and, if possible, run central air conditioning with MERV 13 or higher rated filter. Alright, so this is all the information here. A lot of stuff is happening. They're telling us not to drive. It's very important to just don't drive in this tough time. The air is impacted. Flash flooding, severe storm threatened plains to Midwest this weekend. So as large heat dome builds from the Great Lakes to the northeastern U.S. and southeastern Canada. Rounds of heavy downpours will increase the risk of warning flash flooding from parts of the plains to the upper Midwest from this weekend through early next week. Inches of rain are expected in 2 to 3 rounds of heavy downpours in the corridor from Kansas to Wisconsin, and significant pounding may occur on portions of major highways segments of Interstate 35, 70, 80, and 90, causing blocked lanes and full stoppages in some areas. All right, so please prepare yourself spiritually, physically, and mentally. It's going to start tomorrow until Monday. Rain rates will vary with each round, but can reach 1 to 3 inches per hour at times, which is sufficient to trigger urban flooding in poorly drained areas and rapid rate rises on small streams. Once again, please share this video. Major cities potentially affected by flash flooding include Kansas, Missouri, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin. Man, Illinois is seeing the smokes and everything, and now they're about to see flash flood. 3-day rainfall totals of 1 to 4 inches from Saturday to Monday are expected over a broad area from northeastern Kansas to northern Michigan. Within this zone, a stripe of 4 to 8 inch rainfall is forecast with an accurate weather local storm max of 11 inches which will encompass southeastern Iowa, southwestern Wisconsin, and northern Missouri. Look at this one here. Drought monitor West Coast. My. So there, where rain has been limited in recent weeks, a reasonable amount of moisture will be welcome as many crops, including corn, reach maturity. However, excessive rainfall during event could lead to flooded fields and lost revenue. Man, that's a lot of dry out there in the West Coast. Severe weather risk to advance in central U.S. as cooler, less humid humid air advances southeastward from central Canada. Thunderstorm will continue to erupt along the boundary between the cooler and hotter air masses. Yeah, the sleeping giant, the U.S. is getting hammered. All right, severe thunderstorm from late Thursday through Thursday night produced large hail and damaging wind gusts from Montana to the Dakotas. There were dozens of reports of hail up to golf ball and egg size, along with wind gusts reaching 91 miles per hour, equivalent to a Category 1 hurricane. Thunderstorm will be focused from central and northeastern Nebraska to southern Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and western Ontario into Friday night. And within this area, severe weather is forecast to be more concentrated from northeastern South Dakota and eastern North Dakota to northwestern Minnesota and southeastern Manitoba and southwestern Ontario. In this zone, hail ranging from golf ball to baseball size is possible, with wind gusts of 70 to 80 miles per hour and possibly a few tornadoes. All right. So again, please share the video, guys. All these information will be shared in my description box. On Saturday, That's today. The likelihood of some severe thunderstorm activity will extend from eastern Colorado to northwestern Illinois, much of Wisconsin, and northern Michigan. All right, so the rest I'm just going to leave my description box. This one here is going to be the end, guys. I wanted to continue on, but I just feel really tired. I couldn't do Patreon because I had to go to my second job tomorrow. Today is going to be Patreon, but I'm just slammed right now. Australia joins UK, Germany, Italy, and New Zealand in condemning the Holy Land plan of the Strip City takeover. Uh-oh. Man, September is going to be big. Again, keep your eyes September. Blood Moon and these countries are going to recognize the Palestine as a state. They're going to talk about the two-state solution. And something about the red heifer. The red heifer has been disqualified, from what I heard. All right, so Australia Foreign Affairs Minister Penny Wong has joined fresh international condemnation of Holy Land plans to control more of the Strip in a new ground offensive, warning it risks breaching international law and putting the innocent and civilians in renewed danger. And that's the thing about Benjamin. I mean, the man is mad. He's a madman. That's what they say. He's a madman. Wong joined the foreign minister of Germany, Italy, New Zealand, and the UK in a joint statement on Saturday, saying that the plans by Holy Land Prime Minister Benjamin to control the Strip will make an already perilous situation worse. I guess they're not going to wait. They're not going to wait. They're going to go. And I did post a video. The satellite images revealed that tanks and everything is being prepared. So they said the worst case scenario of mass famine was already unfolding in the Strip. The plans that the Gov of Holy Land has announced risk violating international humanitarian law. Any attempts at annexation or of settlement extension violate international law. The statement said it will aggravate the catastrophic humanitarian situation, endanger the innocents, and further risk the mass displacement of many. Benjamin War Cabinet on Friday went against the advice of Holy Land military leaders to agree on a further escalation in the 22-month war, planning a full takeover of the Strip, the largest city, that is likely to result in mass displacement of an estimated 1 million. The move sparked international outrage, though the plan has not been opposed by the U.S. Commander-in-Chief. Now, Benjamin's strongest backer internationally, Germany Gov moved quickly to suspend the delivery of equipment that could be used in the fighting. Wow. Donald Rothwell, a professor of international law at the Australian National University, said it was significant that Germany had joined the latest statement, as throughout the Holy Land and Hamas conflict, it has been an unwavering supporter of Holy Land. That the joint statement references annexation of or settlement of the Strip clearly reflect a growing concern among these countries as to Holy Land ultimate intention towards the Strip. All right. So once again, guys, I will keep an update on this one here. I'm just going to skip the rest. I'm just going to skip this one here. And yeah, I'm just going to skip this one here too. I'm just going to end it right here, guys. It's been a long day. Sorry. I mean, usually I go 1 hour. I just can't do it. So I just can't do it. And I haven't had nothing to eat today. I guess fasting. So I've been drinking a lot of water and fasting, so yeah, no breakfast, nothing. And so I'll probably have like a little strawberry or something. So, you know, just trying to get rid of my belly fat too. Lewis is almost 42 years old. Well, I just turned 41 and saw myself in the mirror, and I'm like, nope, this thing gotta go. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a good night, and please share the video. For those of you that want to send us letters, a prayer request, you can send it to me, Luis Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 U.S. Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $5 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream once a week. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.